Hi, it's Terry Stevenson from the Builderall team, and in this training video, we're going to learn all about Builderall's amazing video wrapper tool. We're going to learn about the different types of video marketing and why you would want to use them. We're going to learn where you can find your resources to get started with some video marketing. And then finally, we're going to get into the tool and create a video using the Video Wrapper tool for our mythical fruit shop client. That way you can see how easy it is to quickly build a great looking, effective, and lead generating video using the Video Wrapper tool for your clients. So let's get busy. We've got a lot to learn. Have you noticed all the video out there these days? It doesn't take much to really see the proof that marketing experts know the value of video, because you see video absolutely everywhere. As a culture, we have become so accustomed to the visual stimulation of TV over the years that unless you're doing video marketing these days, you are really missing out on a huge audience to find clients, to find an audience, or whatever you're hoping to do with your website. Whatever strategy you're using to promote your business, your idea, your organization, you're going to want to use some kind of video marketing strategy to reach your audience. And there's lots of different kinds of videos. I've just listed a few of them here. There's explainer videos galore. I mean, there's so many explainer videos out there. You can get explanations for things you didn't know you wanted to know. Presentations, whether it's a Prexy presentation or a PowerPoint presentation. Vlogs are one of the easiest ways to initiate a video marketing strategy. Tutorials, my goodness. It's amazing. If you want to learn something these days, you don't have to go any further than to your computer screen and know how to do a good search. Webinars are so easy to pull together today in ad videos, customer testimonial videos, in-depth interviews with famous people and a lot of not so famous people. Live streams have really changed the way we interact with our audience. If you're in sales these days, if you're not already comfortable, you know you need to get comfortable with being able to jump on a social media platform and create a live post to share your message. Product videos have replaced those late night infomercials, and nothing is more surprising to me than the amount of live video that is really out there. We've all become media centers ourselves, and if you don't have a media department in your business plan, you're in luck with Builderall, because you can conquer a lot of these strategies just using the amazing tools in this platform. I was excited to do the training for the Video Wrapper tool. I just love the Video Wrapper tool for many reasons. So when I did the research for this video, I really wanted to get some current statistics, and I'll have to admit, I was astounded. First of all, 81% of businesses now already use video as a marketing tool, and that's up 63% over just last year. That statistic alone is huge, because if you're thinking about building a business of any kind, you have to pay attention that 81% of businesses are already using video, and it's rising at an astounding rate every year. I wasn't surprised to learn that 6 out of 10 people would rather watch online videos than television. I certainly am one of them. I gave up my TV a long time ago, probably over 10 years ago. And I know a lot of people that have made the same choice and consume all of their media online. Mobile video consumption is rising by 100% every year, and by 2022, online videos will make up more than 82% of all consumer internet traffic. That's big. Currently, about 78% of people watch an online video every week, and 55%, over half the population, view online videos every day. I found this astounding. A Facebook executive predicted that their platform, Facebook, will be all video and no text by 2021. That's next year. It's not surprising to learn that YouTube is the second most popular website after Google, and users view more than 1 billion, that's billion with a B, 1 billion hours of video each day on YouTube alone. 59% of executives say they would rather watch a video than read a text, which to me, that says if you want to do any business-to-business marketing, you're better off sending your contact person a video than you are sending them a beautiful portfolio of copy. 75% of all video plays are on mobile devices. So mobile optimization is going to be a key factor, and you're going to want to make sure your marketing is present on mobile devices and optimized for mobile devices. Now, I know everybody learns differently, but apparently viewers retain 95% of a message when they watch it in video, compared to only 10% when reading it in text. And 72% of customers would rather learn about a product or service by way of video. People are 1.5 times more likely to watch video on their mobile phones, again, going back to the importance of mobile optimization. Now, this statistic is really important. 92% of users watching a video on mobile will share it with someone else. That's amazing. What a marketing strategy. You just get somebody to watch your video, and 92% of those people are going to share it, and you've just doubled your audience. By 2020, that's just next year, that's only in a few months, there will be close to 1 million minutes of video crossing the internet per second. I don't know. Shouldn't the internet just kind of like burn up and spontaneously combust? Anyway, these are some really important statistics to allow to sink in and understand, or at least hear them, because if you take these statistics into consideration, it's a real no-brainer that you're going to want to do some kind of video marketing strategy. And I'm here to help you see how easy and quick it is with the VideoWrappr tool, and you can start taking advantage of some of these statistics today. You probably thought I was done, but now I want to look at some video marketing statistics. This is some information that's really important for you to at least hear and take in. First of all, videos attach 300% more traffic and help to nurture leads. 300% more. And those of you that are familiar with SEO probably aren't surprised to know this. A website is 53 times more likely to reach the front page of Google if it has a video on it. Including a video on your landing page can boost your conversion rate by up to 80%. Simply putting a video on your landing page. Nearly 50% of internet users look for videos related to the product or service before going to a store. Now, brick and mortar businesses and local businesses really should pay attention to this. Even if they don't do a lot of online marketing. Just having a video out there that can be found in a local search will help so much, because 50% of anybody on the internet go to the internet and look for a video first before going to a brick and mortar store. Video increases organic search traffic on a website by, get this, 157%. Now, what does that mean? That means if somebody's searching for your key term organically, just searching for your key term, and you have a video on their landing page there that matches their key term, it's going to increase organic search traffic on your website by 157%. Already, 25% of companies are publishing videos every week, and 85% of consumers say they want to see more video content from brands. You think that people are tired of marketing, but videos about their brands is something people will actually seek out and watch. Now, this is an interesting statistic, I think. 65% of executives have gone to the marketer's site, and 39% have called them on the phone after watching a marketing video there. Now, that comes from Forbes magazine. So if you're doing business to business services or sales or something, and you're dealing with executives, you really need to have some video on your site, because apparently if you've got a video there, it's going to make your phone ring. Now, almost all marketers say video has played a big role in helping users gain a really good understanding of what they do, their products and services. So if nothing else, you need to be using video to explain what you do. 52% of marketers say video has the highest ROI of any type of content. That means video is going to give you the best bang for your buck. You want to boost your email campaigns? Are you already doing email campaigns and maybe want to get better results? Add some video to your emails. Half of all viewers between the ages of 18 and 34 say they would actually stop what they're doing and watch a video from one of their favorite creators. So if you have a niche market and you're engaged in creating an authentic communication and representation of who you are, they'll stop what they're doing and listen to you. That is a real connection. That connection is priceless. If you can get somebody to stop what they're doing to watch a video from you, that's a real like, know, and trust value. On the average, people spend 2.6 more time on pages that have a video than one without video. And 64% of consumers will make a purchase after watching some kind of branded videos on social platforms. So if you're selling something, you need to be on social platforms with a great video done in the VideoWrappr. And I think we talked about the last one. I think I put that there twice, that video is expected to make up 82% of internet traffic by next year. And YouTube video really is the big winner with over 5 billion views every day. That's astounding. As we think about building our video marketing best practices, there's 5 more statistics that are really worth considering. First of all, videos under 2 minutes long get the most engagement. We're going to keep those videos under 2 minutes long. 85% of Facebook videos are watched without sound, while 60% of Instagram stories are watched with the sound on. Google Chrome blocks autoplay ads to please their consumers that really hate autoplay. And 33% of viewers will stop watching a video after 30 seconds. 45% by 1 minute into the video, and 60% by 2 minutes. While 65% of viewers skip online video ads as soon as possible. So we need to be aware of what arena we're putting the video in, what audience we're hoping to reach, and at least just keep these statistics in mind. Now let's talk about your video resources. Of course, you can always film your own content, and that's something that's really fun and genuine to do. But I want to give you some ideas of some ways of using the VideoWrappr. And if you don't have a resource for stock video, these are just some options. These are free sites, and you've probably heard of some of them. We're going to actually go to Pixabay. So let's head over there now and talk a little bit about sourcing video content for some great marketing videos. Here we are at pixabay.com, one of those 3 sites that I mentioned in the previous slide. I was exploring, and I haven't really used this site a lot, but I wanted to check it out before I recommended it. One thing we should talk about as far as using video content from websites and from other sources, you really always want to make sure you have the rights to use the content in the way you're using it. And there are many different kinds of licenses, but there's lots of free resources out there too. So if you spend some time, you can find some great video, and with a little creativity and some thought, turn it into some wonderful campaigns. Anyway, I'm not real familiar with Pixabay, so I just signed up for the free account, and I'm going to come over here to videos, because they also have, of course, photos and illustrations. And as you can see, when you look through here, there's some great videos, even on the banner, just watching it. And you can get lost for a long time in just looking at some of these videos. Get some really creative ideas. Anyway, let's think about this for a moment, because in earlier training series we've been working with a mythical client building a blog for the fruit shop. So let's just see what's available here and see if when we put in fruit, what are we going to get? Go fruits and vegetables anyway. Oh, wow. Yeah. So you see, we have some interesting videos, and you can click on any of these. Click on this, and we find out all the details about it. Who did it, whether or not it's free. This is not a free one, so we'll just pass that up right now. So while you weren't looking, I scoped around and changed my search a little bit, and instead of fruits and vegetables, I just searched for fruit, and I picked out a couple of videos to start with. Here's one of the videos. It's 12 seconds long. It's a free download. The Pixabay license is free for commercial use. No attribution is required. So I downloaded, I think I downloaded that, yes, the 1280 by 720. You have several options for sizes, and it's just a little 12-second shot of a market, a fruit and vegetable market. So I thought we could play with that. And I also downloaded this. We'll take a look at that. It's 14 seconds on a white background of berries falling. A free download, free for commercial use, and no attribution required. And I'm really curious about this animation, or the orange one. Let's take a look at this lemon animation. Let's see, how long is it? It's animated, it's on a loop. It looks like it's just 5 seconds long. So you could build a message. I don't know why, it's just calling to me. It's a free download. Same, free for commercial use and no attribution. And sometimes that's the way it works. I'm going to download it. It's just that easy. Free download. I'm going to choose the 1280 by 720. I'm going to go ahead and download it. Sometimes that's just the way the creative process will work. If something calls to me, I'll just go ahead and choose it and play around with it. So who knows? We'll just see what happens. And most certainly, this isn't the only resource for video content. There's so much out there, and it's really not that hard to create yourself. It's fun to come and play around with this as you're learning how to put these videos together. It can really spark creative juices. So as you're learning, just give it a try and pick a video and see what you can create. We've been to Pixabay and we've begun to gather our assets, but we may have other assets that we need. We also need to gather our other objects. Now, what are objects? Objects may be any kind of graphics like the logo or an overlay, any text and copy, any subtitles. So if you gather all of your assets and have them ready, or if a client provides those assets for you, then it's only a matter of minutes, literally, before you can create a stunning VideoWrappr video that will get the attention that you're looking for, whether it's on your website, on a social media platform, or sending it in your emails. We've gathered some video, and we do have a logo and a few images. We'll make up the rest as we go along, but now I think it's time to head over to the back office and get inside the VideoWrappr tool and have some fun. So here we are in the beautiful new Builderall back office. As you can see, I have a lot of tools on my dashboard, but I've moved the VideoWrappr up here at the top. That's the great thing about this new dashboard. We can move them around any way we want. But I've moved it up here. Let's click here and get right into it. Don't forget, we have tutorials here, which are short versions. So we're going to come over here and hit enter. And you can tell I love the VideoWrappr. I've got quite a list. They're a lot of fun and they are a bit addictive. I'll warn you now. They can be anyway. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to come up here and we're going to add a project. Name the project, and let's call this one Fruit Shop. We might make more than one fruit shop, so we'll just name this Fruit Shop 1. And we add our project, and you'll find it then. You'll scroll down to the bottom of your list, and it's usually the last one on your list. Here it is, Fruit Shop 1. Here is the date your video is being created. And then you'll see 3 icons here all the way to the right. Of course, you have the trash can if I want to delete the project entirely. I have a pencil here, and that's where you edit the project. And here with the check mark and the cloud, this is where you can get the encoded results. Once we have them, you can come here and download any results. But I'll show you that again after we make a video. For now, we're going to open this project by clicking on the edit icon, the pencil, and that opens up our canvas. We have our title up here of our project, and here we have our options. There are 4 categories, 4 tabs, and then we have a preview screen on the right hand side and some more buttons down here. Let's start over here on the options tab. The first thing you'll notice, we can determine the project width and the project height. So I can choose to make this video any size that I want, really. I can make it a landscape video. I can make it a square video. That was what we saw at first. I can make it a vertical video. It's up to me to decide what size of a canvas I'm working on. And that's one of the really amazing things that makes this tool so adaptable. You can configure your video to the specific size of whatever social platform you intend to publish it on. So we can configure our project width and height for the optimal sizes on each social media platform. And it really doesn't even take that much time to create these so you can have several different versions even. Let's just work with a square on this video and leave it at the 1000 by 1000. Right below it, you see a color picker here, and this is going to determine the color of your canvas. It's really easy to operate. You just click on the canvas, and then you can choose any of these colors. You just choose the color, or you can also customize your colors by just pasting in any hex code. Like this is the hex code of the color we used when we created the Fruit Shop website. So it's a branding color. Generally, I use branding colors in a little different way, but every video is different. You just don't know. So that's one thing to know, is you can choose your colors and customize them right here. Even if I plan on having a white background or a transparent background, I generally always start with a color on the canvas. It just makes it easier for me to find things on the canvas. So I'll put something usually light like that in, unless I'm using white. So that's the options. On the next tab, you find your video. And right now, we have a Choose File button. We haven't chosen a file. This is where you're going to upload your video. The larger your video, the longer it's going to take to upload. That's why I wanted to choose something very short that we could upload quickly. So I'm going to choose a file, and I'll come to the folder I dropped those downloads from Pixabay in. And let's see, where do we want to start? Let's start with the vegetable stand. And I'm going to select it and open it. And it's going to upload this video to the server. So you have to be patient while it does that. And remember, the longer your video, the larger your video, the longer it's going to take. So be patient. This one's really not doing too badly. It's going very quickly. And boom. So now we have our video uploaded, and it's on the canvas. It just plops it down here on the canvas. And you can see we can move it around. We can, we can do all kinds of crazy things with it. We can resize it just like that. So we have our video. Well, we'll just leave it like that for right now. The next tab over is Objects. And the objects are the things we're going to put on the canvas in addition to the video. Whether that's an image, whether that's text, it really doesn't matter. These are considered objects. Let's add an image. Let's add the logo. So we're going to add an image, and we're going to get the file from my computer. So I come to my Fruit Shop website folder, and I'm going to add the logo here. So there's the logo, and I'm going to open it. And it's put it there. It's just hard to see. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make it really pretty good size. Or maybe I'll put it at the bottom. And since this is white, you see how I remember when I was telling you I always start with a lighter color, but if I'm working with white, I change it. I'm going to go back to the options page, and I'm going to make a darker color under there just so I can find my text, because I think I will use the white text. Now, one thing you'll notice, you can move this around. You could have it on top of the video, actually. You could do that. And that's one way of putting a watermark on your video, is to include an overlay image like this. And that's what this is. It's an image with a transparent background, which means it's a PNG image. And that's an easy way to watermark your videos. Just add your logo or some kind of watermark and then render it with the watermark. So that's a great tip. We can place this anywhere, but for right now, it just seems to me, I think this is the right place for it. Now let's come back to objects, because in the objects category, we also have text. So let's click on text and add some text to this image. It brings up a card, And over here you have your preview screen. So this is where you add your text. So let's put in some text. Let's just use local and organic. It's something very simple. And I had my caps on, so it's all caps at the moment. That's okay. And as you can see, it's left justified at the moment. Right there is the text alignment. And I have Georgia for the text. You have a limited amount of fonts, but we can change the fonts. How about, let's try something different. And let's change it to center. Move it to right. It's going to move it over there. And this slider changes size. And you'll want to be aware of that because when you make it too big, you can see what happens. So I generally, especially if I'm going to center something, make it large as it'll let me. And then come down here and you can choose your color. Let's choose white for this. Of course, I know white is F, 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 F. So now we can't see our white text here, but we add the text and it places it generally up here in this corner. For that reason, I try to keep my images away from there until I'm finished adding my objects. But I can take this text and I can make it larger, a little larger here. I can reposition it. I can have it on the middle of the video like this. But let's just make this really big. I'm just trying to give you a basic understanding of how easy this is. I'll let you get very creative with it. So we've added some text. I'm going to make my logo just a little bit bigger and allow it to come up over this video a little bit. Now I might want to put some kind of a call to action information, whether it's the website or whether it's the phone number. So maybe I'll make that a little smaller because I think I'll just add some more text and we'll put the website in there. Oh, I didn't mean to have that all in caps. So we have our website in there. Let's go ahead and, well, this one is going down here on the bottom. I don't mind if it's left justified at all. I think I'll use a different font though. Maybe something, well, let's just try that. Why not? Make it a little larger, a little too large. Maybe I'll make it bold, change it to white, and add the text. And it's there. It's hard to see. You can't see it, I'm sure. But I can move it down. You know, I really have changed my mind now because I think what I want to do is I'm going to remove this text, and that's easy enough to do too. So I'm going to remove the selected object. I have this text box highlighted, so I'm going to remove it. I don't want it white. Instead, I'm going to use the branding color of the Fruit Shop website, which is that fire brick red, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bold it, which means I need to back that text size down a bit and add text. I just want to see how this looks. So really the best thing to do is to play around with it, just have some fun with it. I don't know, I might think about changing that background color a little bit. Let's see what happens when you make it really dark. What happens when you make it entirely black. So once you're happy with it, we're going to save our project. We'll get an alert that says it has been saved. Click OK. And then we're going to want to encode the video. So that'll take a moment. You'll have to be patient. It's actually creating the video. But that was only a few seconds, and boom, our video's up. This is the preview video, and there it is. So if you can imagine, it's only 12 seconds long, but it's eye-appealing. It's very easy. It's very fast. If you like what you see, all you do is hit the download button, just like that, and it downloads that right to your desktop where you can rename it, and then you can post it wherever you like. To close the preview screen, you close it, and now this version of this video is in your list. But let's take a look at the live version. So I'm going to open it, and this is what we see. How cool is that? And it's so quick and fast. Let's do another one. So we've already saved our project, but just to make sure, I'm going to save it again, and then I'm going to close the editor. That takes us back to our VideoWrappr screen, and we can add another project. We'll just call it Fruit Shop 2 and add it. And it brings us back to our VideoWrappr page, and we see our Fruit Shop 1 video is down here at the bottom of the list. It gives us the date it was created, and we still have all of these options here. But we're going to create another one really fast and add a project. Let's just call this Fruit Shop 2. Add the project, find it at the bottom of our list, and we're going to edit it. And we have a blank screen. I have an idea, so I'm going to leave this at white at the moment. But let's add a video. Go back to our folder. And here's the images we downloaded from Pixabay. I have an idea for this fruit video, so we'll choose that. And even though this is on a white background, you can see where it's landing. I want to make sure this one goes edge to edge. I have a specific idea for this video, and I'm going to move it all the way to the top. I'm going to go ahead and bring in an object. So I'm going to add an image to this one. Remember, when you're adding images in the VideoWrappr, you're not going to your digital file repository. You're going and grabbing the images from your computer. You can come to the library, but it's a limited library. Right now we just have an apple and a lemon there. So we'll just go to a file on your computer to find any images or any of your assets and your other objects that you're going to add to the project. So you'll need to know where those are on your computer. I suggest making folders for each project and knowing where you have them. So I'm going to find the file I want. And in this case, I'm going to choose this file that we used on the top banner in the Fruit Shop website. Now, it's very large, of course, at the moment, but I'm going to shrink it down and shrink it down. And I'm going to make it as wide as my canvas. I kind of want to make more berries on this than crate, so I can make it as large as I want. In fact, I think I'll just go ahead and make it large enough to go right across the remaining portion of our canvas. So even though you can't see it, the video is there. I also want, let's go back to the options and change the color of our background just to make sure that we are staying within the canvas on this project. So let's change it to something really wild. We look good, otherwise we would be seeing the green around the edges. So I can come back here to objects. Let's add another object. Let's add the logo. It's going to put it up here somewhere. Let's move our, there it is. And we'll bring it down here in the bottom. We want to make sure our video is identified with the fruit shop. And I'm going to make it really large. I have a specific idea. And I'm going to add one more object. I'm going to add some text. Let's choose a font. Let's choose something different this time. How about, okay, let's try Tahoma. I don't know. And I'm going to center it, and I'm going to add my text. This time I'm going to say the berries are in. I'm going to capitalize all the berries. I'm going to bold it. I'm going to change the color to our brand color, our Firebrook Red. I'm going to make sure it's as large as it can be, because remember, we don't want to go too large or it becomes, because this is an object, not a text field. That's the difference. We're using this text as an object now, and we're going to make sure it fits on the line that I want it to fit in. We're going to add the text. Here's our text. And I'm kind of guessing right now, but I'm going to make it large. I want it to go all the way across this screen. Oh, we lost it. Let me bring it back over here and pull it down. Put our video back into place. See how useful that green becomes when you're aligning? Because I want to carefully make sure that this is placed kind of in the center of the video. We're going to see how this works. I'm going to drop it there. Let's go ahead and save the project, and let's encode the video and take a look at it. And there's our video. So let's play it and see what it looks like. So what do you think? I'm going to download this just because I want to keep it. Now there are other things that I might add to this or redesign in a way. One of the things I want to do with this video is in the training video for the video tag. So pay attention, because I'm going to create a training video for the video tag, and I want to use this video and put a video tag on this video where when you post it, there'll be a button where they can call in and order their berries. So take a look at that training video, and we'll continue to use this particular video wrapper in that training. But let's close this. Another option that you could have is we could make this a little smaller. And now let's come over to this tab that we haven't talked about yet, and that's the subtitles. In the I don't use subtitles a lot because I really don't want to spend the time that it takes to set them up properly. They can be a little tricky to set up. I'm going to just put a couple subtitles in here so you can see how to use them. We have our video in the preview frame over here, and we can add our subtitles here. And it's always going to be down here, so you have to be aware of that. And you have to be aware that it's going to show up in black. So you're going to have to think about that when you're designing the front of your video. And I'll show you how we can do that when we go back. Let's add our subtitles first though. So add a subtitle. The very first subtitle, let's have start, it's only 14 seconds long. We come over here to subtitle under the text column. We put in our subtitle. In this case, it's a call today. I'm going to have it start at, we only have 14 seconds. So let's start at 3 and go to 7. And remember, these are in seconds. So that's 0.3 seconds. So I'm going to make the third second. The duration, I'm going to have it end at second 7. So I'm going to put 7 in there. Let's add another subtitle. And let's put their phone number in there. And we'll have it start at 8 and go to 14. I make sure I have all of this set up properly. I have my call today starting at second 1 and going for 6 seconds to second 7. The phone number appearing on second 8 and running through the end of the video. So now I can preview it. Let's see what happens. Call today, and then it switches to the phone number. So let's go back to our objects page, because now I want to change the size of this a bit. I'm going to make this about that size. I'm going to pull my logo back on top of that image. I'm going to come back to the options and change this to white now. I have my subtitles in. So let's save the project. Let's encode the video. Here's our video. So let's see what it looks like. Berries are coming down. We have our subtitle, call today. And then the berries are falling with the phone number. We can download it. Close our editor. How fast was that? And you see, it's a very creative way to put something together very quickly. Maybe the shipment of berries just came in that morning and boom, you've got something out on social media promoting the product right away with a call to action even. And this is just using the subtitles. Remember, I'm going to show you in the video tag training how to add an actual button, a link on the video where they can click and make that phone call or go directly to your web page or whatever call to action that you're going to choose for that video wrapper. There are so many ways to use the video wrapper, and I don't want to make this video so long by demonstrating each and every aspect of it. And quite frankly, they're limitless, I'm sure. I do want to show you a couple of examples of things that I think you need to know. And one of them is using overlays. So I'm going to take you to a video wrapper I created, and I find the title. I can come over here to the encoded results, click on it, and I can pull that up and let you see that here just by clicking on that. So what I wanted to show you was this particular video because it gives you an example of how to use an overlay. I'm going to make this larger for the moment. We'll come back to play it though. If you can see how I have this transparent image here on the video wrapper project, this object is actually a transparent PNG image of a bioacoustic graph. And that allows this graphical element to be positioned just slightly over the edge of the video. So you're getting that effect as it's playing. I also like to make sure you notice that you can create any size video you want. I could have even made it smaller to leave the rest of the canvas for designing whatever kind of message you're wanting to design. Put whatever kind of information in that space, however you like. In this particular video, it has music and it also has some text in the video. It's a promotional video from the Institute. So if you're able to get resources like that from clients, or if you have any, or if you create them yourselves, they're really not that hard to create once you know how. It's very easy to create a video like this. You have your client send you the resource, or you find the resource and then add an overlay on it if you want, design it, and boom. But I'm going to make this smaller and let you see how that plays. I won't play it all, but you can see as you're watching the video, you're getting the text and the music. And I actually published this video wrapper on my webpage. That's why I wanted the white background. It's a white background on the page. They're a lot of fun to use in many creative ways. So let's close that one. I'd like to show you this video because this was just that situation. I'm going to bring up this video because that's exactly what happened. And it only took me 15 minutes. The client sent me the video. It took me 15 minutes to create this promotional video. So we'll click on it and I'll go ahead and play it. So you see it's short and sweet and really effective at grabbing the attention of the viewer on social media. What happened is the client literally sent this video to me, and 15 minutes later I sent them their rendered video of this, and they were able to jump right into a promotion that was going on that day. It's really powerful. And not to mention, you can charge for these services. This is a great Fiverr gig. This is a great gig whether you're on Fiverr or not. So let's close out of that. You can do a lot of fun, creative things. I've made birthday videos for people and posted it on their social media. I'll show you one more because it's a shout out as well to all my fellow certified partner students. When I completed my tasks and became a certified partner, I made myself this video. fun is that? And you can have a lot of fun with this amazing tool. Now, I could really go down the rabbit hole and show you lots and lots of ideas and videos here, but I won't do that. This has already been a long video. We've covered a lot. We've talked about why we should be paying attention to video marketing, the different types of video marketing. We learned important statistics about video marketing. We learned where to resource video for our projects. And then we got into the VideoWrappr tool itself. And in minutes, made 2 videos that are great for our fruit shop business, very different, that had the fruit shop brand in mind, ready to post up on social media. I hope you can see how you can use this to reach your audience, whether you're reaching an audience for sales and clients, or whether you're just sending a message. VideoWrappr is a powerful way to get your message noticed. And I look forward to seeing you in the community. And don't forget to check out my training video on the video tag tool so you can learn how to put these 2 awesome tools together. And I look forward to seeing you in the community and in the next training video.